There's a word you've probably heard tossed around in conversations about happiness, mental health, and even food: serotonin. It shows up in self-help posts, fitness advice, and late-night thoughts about why some days feel lighter than others. But what exactly is serotonin? Is it really the happiness chemical people say it is, or is that just a simplified idea we've grown comfortable with? Today we're going to unpack what serotonin actually does, where it comes from, and why it matters more than most people realize, right here on History of Simple Things. Serotonin is a chemical messenger in your body, also known as a neurotransmitter. That means it helps nerve cells communicate with each other. But calling it just a messenger doesn't quite capture how influential it is. Serotonin plays a role in regulating mood, sleep, appetite, digestion, memory, and even how your body handles pain. Interestingly, serotonin isn't only found in your brain. In fact, about 90% of it is produced in your gut. That alone flips the usual assumption that serotonin is purely a brain chemical. Instead, it's more accurate to think of it as a system-wide regulator, quietly influencing multiple processes at once. Serotonin gained its reputation because of its strong connection to mood. Low levels of serotonin are often linked to feelings of sadness, anxiety, or irritability. This is why many antidepressants, particularly SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, are designed to increase serotonin availability in the brain. But calling serotonin the happiness chemical is a bit misleading. It doesn't create happiness out of nowhere. Instead, it helps stabilize mood. Think of it less like a switch that turns happiness on and more like a dimmer that keeps emotional swings from going too far in either direction. In other words, serotonin helps keep things balanced. Serotonin starts with something surprisingly ordinary: food. Specifically, it's made from an amino acid called tryptophan, which you get from protein-rich foods like eggs, chicken, fish, and even bananas. Once tryptophan enters your body, it goes through a series of chemical conversions to become serotonin. But this process isn't automatic or guaranteed. It depends on several factors, including your diet, overall health, and even your exposure to sunlight. Sunlight, for example, plays a key role in serotonin production. This is one reason why people often feel better on bright, sunny days compared to dark, cloudy ones. One of the most fascinating things about serotonin is its connection to your gut. Since most serotonin is produced in the digestive system, your gut health directly affects how much serotonin your body can produce. This is part of what scientists call the gut-brain axis, a communication network between your digestive system and your brain. Ever had a gut feeling or felt nervous in your stomach? That's not just a figure of speech. Your gut is actively communicating with your brain. When your gut is healthy, serotonin production tends to be more stable. But when it's not, due to poor diet, stress, or illness, it can disrupt that balance, affecting both physical and emotional well-being. Serotonin also plays a major role in sleep. It's a precursor to melatonin, the hormone that controls your sleep-wake cycle. During the day, serotonin levels rise, helping you feel alert and focused. At night, it gets converted into melatonin, signaling your body that it's time to rest. If serotonin levels are off, this cycle can be disrupted. That's why mood and sleep often go hand in hand. When one is out of balance, the other usually follows. Serotonin doesn't just influence how you feel. It also affects how and when you eat. It helps regulate appetite, signaling when you're full and when you're hungry. In the gut, serotonin controls how quickly food moves through your digestive system. Too much or too little serotonin in the gut can lead to digestive issues like nausea, constipation, or diarrhea. This dual role, affecting both appetite and digestion, highlights just how integrated serotonin is in everyday bodily functions. While serotonin is often associated with depression, the reality is more complex. Mental health conditions don't come down to a single chemical imbalance. They involve a mix of genetics, environment, brain structure, and life experiences. That said, serotonin does play a significant role. It helps regulate emotional responses, making it easier to cope with stress and maintain a stable mood. When serotonin signaling is disrupted, it can make emotional regulation more difficult. This is why treatments that target serotonin can be effective, but they're just one piece of a much larger puzzle. There's no instant way to boost serotonin dramatically, but certain habits can support healthy levels over time. Exposure to sunlight is one of the simplest ways. Even just spending time outdoors during the day can make a noticeable difference. Exercise is another powerful factor. Physical activity increases tryptophan availability in the brain, which can support serotonin production. Diet also matters. Foods rich in protein and complex carbohydrates can help your body produce and use serotonin more efficiently. And then there's sleep. Maintaining a consistent sleep schedule supports the natural rhythm of serotonin and melatonin, helping your body stay balanced. Knowing what serotonin actually does helps cut through a lot of misconceptions. It shifts the conversation from quick fixes to a more realistic understanding of how the body works. Instead of chasing the idea of constant happiness, understanding serotonin encourages a focus on balance, balanced mood, balanced habits, and balanced expectations. It also highlights how interconnected everything is. What you eat, how you sleep, how much sunlight you get, all of these seemingly simple things quietly influence how you feel day to day. So what exactly is serotonin? It's not just a happiness chemical, and it's not a magic solution to emotional struggles. It's a complex, multitasking messenger that helps regulate everything from mood and sleep to digestion and appetite. It works behind the scenes, shaping how your body and mind respond to the world. And while it doesn't control everything, it plays a crucial role in keeping things steady. Understanding serotonin doesn't just explain a chemical, it offers a glimpse into how deeply connected our bodies really are. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.